This Haar Disciples baseball highlight is brought to you by Kreis Sparkasse, München, Starnberg, Ebersberg. Handed, of course. And the pitch. Popped him up left side. This is going to stay in the infield. Finn Bergman is backing up and calling for it. And now the wind blows it, and he dropped the ball. Thomas is safe at first base. The pitch slapped, and that's a base hit to right field. Thomas, running hard, is going to try for third. Here comes Tieben's throw on the fly. It is not in time, and that allows Palacios to go to second base. And the pitch to Steinlein is popped up, shallow right center field. Who's going to call for it? It's going to be caught by Booter. Thomas is tagging and coming to the plate. Here's the throw. He scores. And Palacios goes to third. The Disciples lead 1-0 on a sac fly. Not hit all that deep, but it was deep enough with the speed of Thomas. He's not, well, he faked. Pitch is hit on the air to right field. That's a base hit, and Palacios will score. And Thorpe stops at second base. The Disciples lead 2-0 on the RBI single off the bat of Chris Ziegler. Bollinger is set. Hintz leads off second base, and the pitch. Strike three, and there's the second out. Here it comes. Strike three, and the inning is over. 4 strikeouts for Ryan Bollinger. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Daniel Tieben with 2 outs, nobody on. Strike three, swinging, and he struck out the side. That is 5 consecutive strikeouts for Mr. Bollinger. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. A fly ball towards left center field. It is sinking quickly. Nate-Sean Thomas dives and makes the catch.
What a catch by
Nate-Sean Thomas robs Jendrik Spear, and there's 1 away. Sean Cowan 1 2/3 innings of relief. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Harrison. Served a soft fly ball to short right field. Tieben comes on. It lands for a hit. And here comes Thomas to score, as Daniel Tieben could not pick the ball up cleanly, and the Disciples lead 3-0 on a little bloop single for Jose Palacios. He is 3 for 3. Ryan Bollinger has 9 strikeouts through the first 4 innings. Marco Cardozo awaits the 1-strike pitch. Swinging a tapper down the third base line, and it hits the bag. That's a fair ball into left field. Cardozo rounds first, heads for second base, and he's there with a double. Bottom of the 5th. Bollinger is set. 1 ball to count. Bergman is squaring now. And he pulls it back, and the runner goes for third. There's nobody there, and Thorpe throws it into left field. Cardozo stumbles all the way through to home plate and scores. The Disciples had the wheel play on. Manriquez was charging. Pinheiro was supposed to go cover third, and Cardozo was stealing. 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch. A slow ground ball to short, and Pinheiro gloves, throws to first in time, and the inning is over. Mouse going on here. Here's the payoff pitch. Popped up left side, and this could be trouble. It might land fair. A long run for Cardozo. He backhands it, and it's off his glove, and it's a fair ball. And the throw to third is not in time. Thorpe dives in. The bases are loaded. No matter which side you're on, there's been a whole bunch of cat and mouse going on back and forth. The 0-2. A line drive, that is a base hit to left center field, all the way to the alleyway past Aki Evers. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in. They're waving Stefan around. Cardozo with a relay throw to the plate. It is not in time, and that is a bases clearing 3-run double for Ruben Manriquez. 1-1 on Thomas, the pitch. A line drive to center field. Booter is going to have to let it bounce, and that's an RBI single as Ruben Manriquez scores, and the Disciples now lead 7-1. Nate-Sean Thomas driving home Manriquez. 1 to Cardozo. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to the right side. This will get a run home. Klein fields and throws to first in time. Scoring is Alyosha Heller. Hintz moves to third. Give a run batted in to Marco Cardozo, and the score is 7-2. And Gubert's payoff. Drilled to deep right center field. This ball is in the alleyway, and it is going to land and go all the way to the wall. Steinlein racing to second base. He's thinking about 3. Here's the throw. It's going to trickle into the infield, and Steinlein's got a leadoff triple. The corner infielders are in. William Thorpe, the hitter, and the pitch. Line to right center field. Same spot. That's a base hit. Steinlein will score, and Thorpe will stop at first with a single. The Disciples lead 8-1. They get that run back immediately. 5 innings. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Got him swinging, and the Disciples have 1 out. Ryan Bollinger has now tied his season high with 18 strikeouts in the ballgame. One strike on Daniel Thieben. Bases loaded, one out. And the pitch. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it's through into the outfield for a base hit. One run is in, and they're going to hold the second runner. The bases remain loaded. As a good throw came from Luke Steinlein. It's 9-3. 3 balls and 2 strikes with the bases loaded and 1 out to Alyosha Heller. Andreas Weiss, the on-deck hitter. He pinch ran for Björn Schönlau. Bollinger set the payoff. Hit on the ground slowly to third, fielded by Manrique as he comes home for the force. The throw to first is in time, and the ball game is over, and the Haar Disciples are in the semifinal. A 5-2-3 double play, and Ryan Bollinger finishes what he started. Let's look at that on the replay. 18 strikeouts for the big left-hander. A broken bat roller to Manriquez, who was in. Thorpe with the force and the throw. It was a very close play at first, but Stefan with the long stretch, and the ball game and the series is over, and what a thrilling series it was. The Disciples emerged victorious over the Untouchables Paderborn, and they win the series by 3-1, and the two teams are now shaking hands, as well they should. The Untouchables have nothing to be ashamed of. They played as hard as you could play, used everything that they could to try and disrupt Ryan Bollinger and win this game, and they made it interesting in the 9th inning. But the tall left-hander, who has been too much for everyone, proved to be too much for Paderborn, and he pitches a complete game with 160 pitches, 3 runs, 18 strikeouts, 2 walks, and the final score, the Haar Disciples 9, the Untouchables Paderborn 3. 9 runs on 11 hits, 2 errors for the Disciples, 3 runs on 9 hits on 3 errors for the Untouchables. The ball game ended at about 11 minutes after 3. The winning pitcher is Ryan Bollinger. The losing pitcher is Philip Neuhäuser. And it was an entertaining weekend for sure between these two teams, as it was last weekend. And I hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. My name is Tim Collins. You can look for the highlights coming up soon on EuroBaseballTV.com. And look for announcements regarding broadcasts of the semifinals. As the Disciples now are in, they will await the outcome of the Solingen and Bonn series, as there are 3 teams set. So the 3 that are in, the Athletics, Mainz Athletics, the Heidenheim Heideköpfe, and the Haar Disciples. That's it for me, everybody. Have a fantastic Sunday evening, and we'll see you next time on Haar Disciples Baseball Television.